Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
We begin with breaking news tonight from the northern end of the valley. There's been a deadly two-car crash in Polk County. Sergeant Jesse Grabo of the Minnesota State Patrol told us it happened around 7:15 tonight on Highway 2, that's east of Crookston. At least one person has been killed. Both vehicles were said to be on fire. No word on how many other people were involved. Look for the latest updates on valleynewslive.com. Funeral arrangements are set for the 2-year-old boy killed over the weekend in a car crash. The funeral for Zayden Engen Ness of Breckenridge, Minnesota, will be Saturday at Inspiration Lutheran Brethren Church in Breckenridge. It'll begin at 1 p.m. He died last Saturday after a 4-vehicle crash at the intersection of U.S. Highway 10 and 34th Street in Moorhead. Investigators say speed was a factor. We can't say the impending weather will look exactly like this, but these are conditions that we've gone through this winter already in the valley, and as we all know, could happen again. Right now, it's relatively peaceful out there and just been that way for the past couple of days, which has been nice. Let's get you informed, however, on the timetable and what we can expect in the next 24 hours. Hutch?
Certainly, things are expected to change for our entire viewing area as we go through the next 24 hours. Here's the latest on when things are expected to start and where. First and foremost, a winter storm watch remains in effect for our entire viewing area. Much of our Wednesday will be quite quiet, but already we're starting to see mixed precipitation to the north of us and rain and snow out to the west in Montana. This system organizes overnight and will begin pushing into the western and central Dakotas by the morning hours. For us, the morning will be quiet, albeit foggy. The main core of energy with this storm is just now entering the Rocky Mountains. Here's a look at the early part of our day through Thursday morning. Things get started Wednesday morning in central North Dakota. By the midday hours, our eastern North Dakota counties can expect snow. And then as we head into the night on Wednesday night and Thursday morning, wind gusts over 40 miles per hour from the valley into Minnesota will bring widespread areas of 2 to 4 inches of snow with a narrow band of 4 to 6 inches possible. I'll have hour-by-hour details, and we'll go into a little bit more on our forecast because following up this, it's going to be a 1-2 punch, and the second punch is some mighty cold air once again.
All right, thanks, Hutch. Authorities have determined the cause of a house fire that killed 2 people. It happened in Alexandria, Minnesota. Investigators say it started in the living room by a careless smoker. Medical examiners say both victims died from smoke inhalation. Authorities added there were no working smoke detectors in that mobile home. Folks who are currently or will be living in the newest parts of Fargo will have to pay for park-related costs in their neighborhood. Tonight, the Park District approved the creation of 3 new districts. Special assessments will be charged to those living in the Legacy, Crofton Grove, and Bison Meadows and Rocking Horse neighborhoods. Evaluations are still being made to determine the amount that everyone will end up paying.
All depends on the size of their lot. But a lot of times it is anywhere from $85 to potentially $150 a year. Could be a little higher depending on a larger lot.
Larson adds that residents were notified about the additions to their current special assessments.
The reality of it is we're never going to be able to stop bullying, period. I mean, that's just reality.
Is the school board out of touch when it comes to bullying, or are parents? There's a divide over the learning environment in the Fargo public school system, with a majority of board members supporting the district's efforts and a majority of community members disagreeing. Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall explains.
I think we have probably one of the most comprehensive bullying policies in the region, if not the entire country.
7 out of 8 board members say Fargo schools are reasonably safe and conducive to learning. And the board isn't alone in its defense of the district's policies.
Any of the bullying that I've heard about or seen, they do react very quickly when it's reported to them. When my son was bullied at middle school, they were really on top of that immediately.
But one dissenting voice would like to see more focus on the district's anti-bullying policy. And that one voice turns into many when we ask what people thought online. But Jim Johnson, president of the school board, says the district is proactive when it comes to anti-bullying.
At the beginning of every school year, each student gets all the student conduct policies explained to them and a written copy of them. In addition to that, there is building level training each and every year on all of these policies.
He adds the district addresses bullying through the curriculum.
It's not really a class. It is part of the character education that happens throughout the curriculum in just about every classroom throughout the course of the year.
School supporters say online commenters should speak up in person and get involved.
I tend to not believe a whole lot of online chatter unless people are willing to put their name to it. And if a parent does have this concern, I really want to encourage them to reach out to their building principal.
If a parent isn't, that involved, they probably don't know what the policy is on bullying or anti-bullying. There are so many policies. I don't know who has been able to read all of them except the school board members and administration that have to.
In Fargo, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
You can find a link to the school district's anti-bullying policy attached to this story on our website. Go to valleynewslive.com. A mom is angry that her son's senior yearbook picture was thrown out because he's holding a gun. This is the senior photo of Riley Schultz, who's from Crookston. He's passionate about his truck and his rifle, which he hand-painted and modified. The Crookston High School administration says the picture is inappropriate, even though they've allowed the other gun-wielding senior photos in the past. Brenda Rasmussen says it's unfair.
You're worried about offending people, or somebody's going to get upset, or somebody's going to get hurt? You're actually hurting more people that care about America and their rights to guns and their amendments. And now that, this gun thing has escalated so much.
This controversy has prompted a policy change within the Crookston district. They've banned gun photos in the yearbook from the trap shooting team. The board does plan to revisit that move on the 22nd of this month. The principal says the board feels comfortable banning all guns from senior photos. Car crashes are on the rise. In 2016, 15,000 crashes were reported in North Dakota, resulting in more than 4,500 injuries and 113 deaths. A defensive driving course was held tonight in part to increase awareness of traffic safety. Instructors say making sure you're aware of what's going on around you is the best way to avoid being in a serious crash.
Pay attention and realize what your little mistakes here and there can contribute to the community and how you could potentially harm somebody by those little things that you're doing.
Taking a course like that qualifies you for an insurance discount and point reduction on a North Dakota driver's license. If you have a little one in bed already, stick around. Later on Valley News Live at 10, what you shouldn't be doing when it comes to accidental baby suffocation and what steps can be taken to keep your loved one safe. Up next, the price a tech toy maker will pay for violating the law that aims to protect your child's privacy.